Welcome to a quick taster of a trip around Newmarket. I found out my research on where we are, which county we are. It's definitely Suffolk. It is the civil parish of West Suffolk. Did get the number 12 bus which goes through Bottingham, but if I was to go from Bury St Edmunds, I'd have to go to Mildenhall first, and then from Mildenhall to Newmarket. I can only imagine that we are somewhere between that sort of area and that sort of area where this board is right now. Okay, I've got to go up, unfortunately, this way because the last bus leaves the Guinness bus station of Newmarket around about 5:30, so I'm having to get the train back to Cambridge this time, which will go down that way. I could either go through Station Approach or Green Road, and this is the avenue where I've got to go as well. I believe there's a spirit centre that I did actually once go, if you believe in the world of spirit, and this is the Guinness bus station, something around about that area, and that's the toilets there if you need it, and the Guinness shopping centre is here, the Bill Tutt Memorial, and there's a National Horse Museum Racing Museum, and you've got the Memorial Hall and Gardens just here, and it's very famous for its horse races in the area of Newmarket. If you like your horses, some say it's a dangerous sport and some people love it, so there's a bit of mixture involved in that. And you've got the Tatter sales just here. Got the Queen's statue there, the copper memorial just here, and a post office if you need it. But yeah, there's other shops as well as that. There's of course the Weatherspoons, and that's the number 12 bus there. I believe it's one of the buses that will take you back to Cambridge. It says Cambridge on it. Well, I didn't have this one, but I had the double-decker. Nearly forgotten what I had, but yeah, I did have the double-decker. I recognise that driver somewhere. Also got Greggs here, which is nice to know. It's a nice looking Greggs in there. It's quite a good chain to visit sometimes if you fancy a cup of coffee or tea, or just a packet of crisps or some sandwiches. So quickly tell you, this is the way, or another way, into the precinct shopping centre of Newmarket. I like all those, quite nice to see some butterflies there, very artistic there. And if you go through the shopping centre, it'll take you to the Guinness bus station. Well, of course, you're wondering why it's called Guinness bus station. Well, actually, it's just the name of the bus station. These are the opening times of Greggs, just in case you're wondering. Nice pub to check out here. Very nicely painted out here, and it's very much a tourist attraction to me. I'm sure that's not the only pub that's a good attraction, but the Bull, it's called. Nice little painting of the bull there. You can even sit outside as well. How nice. Good for your fish and chips. You can watch your sport inside if you want to. Sky Sports News is in there, you can see that. Watch your local football or your horse racing. And it's even got a beer garden, look. I'm quite sure this is where Buckley's Bank once stood here. Like a lot of banks, including Havel is one of them in Suffolk. Sadly have closed, and of course no cash machine. Real terrible shame that nobody stood up against the banks. So there you go, we've just got to get on with it if we can. Race course of 2024. A lot of promotions about that. I'm outside at one of the favourite chains of all time. Yes, you probably guessed it. Well, chains of all kinds are good. This one in particular. But there's so many pubs of this chain that I like to go and visit. This one in particular is quite a special atmosphere. It's got sort of good feeling to it, and generally speaking, the members of the public that go in there are quite, atmospheric, and they talk to you, that kind of thing. There are some pubs that, of course, are quieter than others, but it's just the type of people that come to these sort of places. If you get good people in a pub, then you'll get good atmosphere. That's the way I see it anyway. But yeah, this is one of my favourite chains, Wetherspoons. But which Wetherspoons is it? Did I say Wetherspoons? Wetherspoons. Well, it's actually the Golden Lion here in Newmarket. Have you ever been here? We'll check out some of the food in just a moment as I walk in and enjoy the moment. So the only cash machine still currently going for this year is when that man is here. I'm not going to zoom in case they are watching me filming, but of course you get an idea of the free cash machines here in this area. Do use them. Today in my spoons that I have visited, the Golden Lion, I've got my baked beans, some lovely gold chips, 3 sausages and some salad to go with it. Is that horse? I don't know if it is horseradish. What kind of dressing is that? Does anyone know? Let me know in the comments. I've got all the available sauces including the drinks here. Looks like Lefty Blonde, but it's actually Leffy Blonde, and you've got Corona Extra, and of course mango chutney, a new sauce that is coming to Wetherspoons, and mayonnaise, some pepper over there, some tartar sauce, and some ketchup there. We all know what that is, but yeah, I'm going to tuck in and give you my thoughts. Out of all the meal, basically, the sausages and the chips were my favourite. Sausages being number one. Of course, the yellowy kind of chips were good. Overall, it was quite good, I would say, but a little bit cold on the beans. But of course, yeah, you can't grumble for the price you're paying these days. It's not a top plates, low rates. I don't know if they're going to participate in the students' rate, but I think it's only participating spoons at the moment. So this is what it cost in total. I'm at table number 65. Not easy one to see from around this area. You can see it back to front there. There is a disability toilet just down there. Beer garden just behind us. And of course the flooring is quite nice as well. And some pictures on the wall where you can see that. And pictures on this side here, which is quite nice. So that's it from the taster of Newmarket. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe to us if you haven't already, And if you do want to purchase anything which is souvenir wise on our eBay account, please let us know. If you are an eBay member, please send us a message before you purchase something. Right, I'm going to drink the rest of this. Can you remember what it was that I was drinking? I'll give you a clue, it's a shandy with lemon. That one. Nice. Not everybody likes the lemon, I can't even put it back. I can't even literally put it back. This is the same area, by the way, as our former moderator Pinky, known as Nicole. She sat over here and spilt coffee all over that table once. That was a long time ago. Do you remember that, Nicole, if you're watching? You spilt it on that table, I think it was. And that's when my friend Joel came along to visit, and he stood exactly at that position there. But anyway, we'll leave that racing for you, mind. The tea machine is over there is where the tea machine is. If I zoom in closer, you'll see an inklings of it. Kind of like both are working. Sometimes one is not, sometimes one is working. The food menu as of August, September 2023. Well, I'm actually glad that the camera picks up the lighter area despite it really getting dark here. I'm going to show you a little bit of the train station, which is just literally around the corner here. We do have some light from the street light just around here. It's very quiet here at the Avenue operated Green Road in Newmarket. I'm waiting for a bus. No, actually there won't be a bus coming along here because, you know, they don't stop here after a certain time. So yeah, I think they might do during the day. I'm gonna have to double check that though. So let's take you around one way to get into the train station, which is a small platform of Newmarket. The time is 7:39 p.m, so I've got a little bit of time to talk before I get the train anyway. So I thought I'd do a slow walk up towards this road called Station Road. And of course, I've already walked a long way down this route here, which takes you onto the main high street of Newmarket. As it's getting a little bit dark here, I'll actually point to you the road to take down to the high street. It's called the Avenue. That is what this stop is called as well. I'm going to actually check in a moment what times the buses are. You know, during the day, probably at night, they don't come here. No, it's definitely true, they don't come here at night. So you have to literally walk from the high street to get up to this area where I'm situated now. Well, it actually doesn't say what the stops are on Google Map. That's because we're trying to find out at night. But maybe tomorrow or another day, I might be able to find out during the day what goes where in the Newmarket area. We are now coming up to the train station, and this is Green Road leading up to the station road that takes you up onto the platform of Newmarket, the short platform, which only has basically one side, or it may be having two sides as well. We'll have a look in a minute. I'll quickly finish off this video bonus in just a second here, as we are running out of battery here. But anyway, I'm out of breath here. But yeah, you can hear my echo here. It's just not a word about. Can you hear anything? Just listen for a second. Not many people about. Anyway, yeah, this is Newmarket train station, just up literally there. And you could get a taxi here, but it will cost you about £5 or so to get up here. But I prefer to walk, or some people prefer to walk. And you've got a map here telling you where you are, hopefully, in Newmarket. But nothing pointing to where you are, saying you are here. This is the train station here. And we are, roughly speaking, around about here. So this is the actual map of Newmarket. This is where we literally walked from the high street up the avenue and then Green Road, which is this road here. Love Newmarket, it says up here. Newmarket Town Council. And all the information about the trains is actually on this board here. Even got a timetable here, although it's on the boards over there, which of course some buses don't have actually boards, but trains have more boards than buses, although of course the bus boards are more in the city centre than actually towns. But this one here, as it is a train station, it'll have a board. We'll show you that in just a moment. But of course these are the main times here. Don't think much has changed over the years. You can have a quick look at that. This is from Newmarket to Cambridge. And Saturday service as well. These are the Monday to Fridays and even Sundays as well from here. James Reeve, the area customer service manager. And all the useful telephone numbers are all down here, and how to contact Greater Anglia. It's also updated. This is the September 2023 rail issues, if there is any. Just go quickly on this because I am literally running out of time. But we walk on this way. Taxis will usually park down there. It is spitting of rain, although you can't see it on camera, but I can feel it. There's been a lot of rain since we came back from Norfolk recently, which is the Great Yarmouth trip. If you haven't seen that video, make sure you check it out. All the fascinating history. It'll take me all day to go through it all, as my camera blurs out on this occasion. All the history of horses of Newmarket. It'll take me all day to go through it all, which is why it's only a demo today. At this station, there is a disability ramp up here, which stretches all the way down here. Sorry it's blurring out here, but this is also a ramp here. As we walk up this way, I could literally walk up this slope if I wanted to do extra walking, but I fancy using this one here. That lady wanted berry. So yeah, this is the onward travel information that you may need to know here. You can read it in full when you come to Newmarket train station. You can place your smart card just here as well. It's quite useful. Another way you can see your train times there. Been here, and the network route map. Great off that way. But we're on this line here. Not there though, but we're here. The lady wants to get to Bury Evans, but I want to go this way. It should take about two minutes, which means 22 minutes. So I should get to Cambridge around about, give and take, 41 minutes past 8, as I'm on the 18 minutes past 8 train back to Cambridge. I was right, it only has one track. I thought it had two. It's been a long time since I came up this way. So that way we'll go to Cambridge. And if I put my fingers that way, it is that way that goes to Bury Evans. And this is one way you can get out easy. Somebody's waiting for the Bury Evans train. They wanted to know if it was coming this way, and it will be coming from Cambridge in this direction, and it will go to Bury Evans that way. How useful to know that. And if you're going to Cambridge, it should come from this end and then go on to Cambridge that way. So Bury Evans, the train will come this way, and if you want to go to Cambridge, the train will go from this end here. And it's only one platform here. Look how small that is. Don't go over the edge here. That's the line, because you'll probably end up tripping over and getting in the way of the trains, which is why most people get run over by trains these days. But this is the meter, which we'll show you in more depth in a minute. And there's a what looks like a bus stop, but actually it's not a bus stop. It's a train stop. And you've got some seating down there that stretches all the way down to that what looks like a gate down there. Yeah, that sort of gate over there. And you can park your cycles down there as well. In here, it's got a ticket machine where you can use your ticket, which I will do in just a moment. I think it's a cash one. Might be card only. That's the only problem about that machine. It's a bit of a shame because I've only got cash with me. So yeah, if you want to go to Newmarket by using your card, just use your card. I could actually use my card this time around, even though I've got cash with me. So the machine is just here, and there's only one machine. Yeah, it's cards only. Cambridge. Some of these machines don't work. Just do that. Yep, that'll do. Already going one way. Okay. Confirm your selection. Okay, disable card or any of these. Make sure you have that card with you. Okay, I'm going to use my card this time, just for this occasion. And you put the card on there. Okay, and it's there. It doesn't take cash. You literally have to go to another station to use a cash one. I found it a little bit difficult to use the card one because of the machine buttons on here. You know, they can be a bit sort of slow. But I got my ticket here, Newmarket to Cambridge, one way single. Of course, it's costing me 8:45, and I use my card just like that. And the lady wasn't sure whether she could get a free ride going back without a conductor on the train, wondering if there's going to be a conductor because she was going back to Bury, that lady over there, that one there. But yeah, I told her and explained that there might be a ticket at the Bury train station, a ticket machine with cash in it if you go past the barriers. Mine is the 19 minutes past 8. Thought it was 18 minutes past, but yeah, it's not going to be the case.
But I mean, they shorten the duration. But
Should say Cambridge on there.
still, you're getting heat, you're running through.
There it is. 4 coaches. Should be along here soon.
It's a suicide mission.
There's also a help point at this station as well, if you need it. There's another board here, platform 1. That's the one coming in a minute. That'll go to Barrows and Evans. But the one I want, it's not actually showing up at the moment, but of course it's showing up this one first. Mine's of course 19 minutes past 8. Don't want the Ipswich one. I want Cambridge. Well, it should be about, of course, just over or under 10 minutes to go till my train arrives here at this station of Newmarket. Should be calling out Dullingham, then Cambridge. Some of them don't call out Dullingham, which is the next stop after Newmarket. But, yeah, it's just pot luck, I think. The Ipswich train pulling in.
What?
There's a train here. Hope you find your cash machine.
I do as well.
Yeah.
I'll be in trouble.
This here is an Amazon order at Amazon and pick up here. So basically you can order things on Amazon and pick it up at this locational area at the train station. I always wondered what this piece of equipment is because I've seen one in my own town. It's an Amazon locker. My name is Layla. Lovely, beautiful flowers here. There you go. My train is pretty much on time. Thankfully, there's no delays and no strikes at the moment. Touch wood. So quiet here. Apart from the people coming off. Such the most quietest station I've ever known when it is quiet. That's the ticket machine. As I say, it's only card only. Well, we should hear the train coming in just a moment. It's about 16 minutes past 8 now. According to that board. What I find very fascinating with that, at 16 minutes past 8, it said it was on time. And now we've got to wait 3 minutes. Well, it's just coming up to the last minute towards 20 past 8. I find that very, very strange. Unless there was a fault with the train or a passenger or signalling problem, I don't know. I find it very strange that they put on time and then of course it's 3 minutes late. It's saying expected 2020. You can see on here 20 seconds. We should see it coming along here in a minute. Very quiet tonight on the train. I've got to find a loo. I've got one nearby, I think. How lucky for me. So that was a relief. I'm on the train to Cambridge from Newmarket. Yeah, it arrived eventually. Okay, happy days.
Good evening.
Well, the train is approaching Cambridge, so I'll say goodbye. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe to Touring with Us if you haven't already.